You must just be so happy to get this out on Sunday.
Oh,
that there's all those secrets.
Well, but then, you know, this is only the first step, so then I've got the entire season to keep quiet about. I'm just, you know, I'm not going to be ringing Chris Chibnall again for a job because every job I do with him is a secret.
Yeah,
everything. I'm not allowed to tell anyone anything whenever I work with Chris.
Yeah.
But, you know, it has the huge, wonderful payoff for all the fans. For every, you know, for all the TV shows that everybody's into, you don't want to know the ending. You don't want the spoilers. So for us, it's exciting because we get, you know, with the tasters of the trailer and, you know, and particularly because the first episode's about to go out, so I can talk about little things.
Yeah. What can you say? I think it's better safer that way
I can
around.
say that Bradley Walsh is a nightmare
Yeah.
to work with.
We know that.
Officially on TV. No, for us, as we were really lucky. This is an intense 9 months of filming.
Yeah.
And as 4 people put together who didn't know each other previously, I couldn't have fallen more in love with a group of friends. It's been incredible. And the places that we've been, and I think for the fans, it's all new worlds, new monsters. But if you are new to the show, which a lot of us were, it's incredibly inclusive, and particularly the first episode is a perfect starting off point.
Well, you said that it was important that if you dropped in for episode 7, then you'd still know what was going on.
You'd get this wonderful adventure that'd, you know, scare you, make you laugh, make you hide, all those kind of things within a satisfying ending at the end within the story. But throughout the season, there are character journeys and arcs that, you know, play out throughout every episode.
It's one of those things that I think, then we mentioned this in the introduction, the first female Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And it must be quite a dull question by now. You've done a lot of interviews and sort of what it's like to be the first female Doctor Who. But I suppose with that, you can entirely reinvent.
I think the thing is, every actor brings their perspective and point of view. And oddly, the pressure was probably more on for, once, for Chris and for David and Matt and Peter in that sense, and all the ones that have gone before in that sense, because they're a different actor, but within the version of a man playing the role. But they were always bringing a brand new energy and a brand new, kind of instinct to it. And I'm just doing the same, but it's obviously with a different gender. But it's like for us, like it's an odd one, being a woman. You end up talking about it in a way that I don't think men often talk about it. Like, I don't walk around going, oh, I'm a girl. I'm a girl. How does the girl react? Oh, I'm a girl. It's just... But
well, it'd be like you're saying, to someone sitting on the sofa, well, it's fascinating. You must get bored with being the first male Miss Marple. Eventually, hopefully, there will be no discussion on any of those.
What will be so exciting is when there's 13 of us. And this show is so wonderful that it will go on for that amount of time. But I want to celebrate this journey. For me, I'm the first. This is exciting.
No, that is really exciting. So what's she like? What's your Doctor like?
Well, the Doctor in itself has these, kind of character traits throughout. But I think the thing I wanted to bring was I loved the childlike energy you have when you're around children that don't have necessarily the restrictions of social etiquette yet, because they're not self-conscious enough to have it. And I love that, and I love the idea that every new thing to learn can be a wonder rather than a fearful thing, which is quite human and very adult to walk, particularly into a dark cave and go, it's dark, whereas potentially a child would run in and try and scrabble on the floor, look at the roof, and that kind of enjoyment of the unknown.
Yeah.
But the Doctor's such a fascinating character because there's no rules. One episode might require you to be fearful and you react a certain way, and then the next episode where you have fear, it's a completely different.
Well, you are an alien.
I know, with 2 hearts, no less. I know, so I'm so unqualified. The woman bit, whatever. I've got 2 hearts and I'm an alien. That's the bit.
Did you phone David Tennant?
Yeah, I did. Obviously, because I knew him, and I wasn't allowed to tell him, but Chris Chibnall, Chibs, called him and said, look, the person who's about to be announced this weekend is having probably a little mini meltdown. Can they give you a ring? And are you happy for your number to be handed out? And it was like, yeah. OK, next 10 minutes. So then Jodie pops up and he's like, why are you calling me? Because it's me. just in a real panic.
Oh, wow.
But it was amazing, and it
What
was
did he
lovely.
say?
He laughed a lot and was incredibly enthusiastic and excited for me because he says, you know, it's a really small group of people that know what this journey's like. And
Yeah.
it's a brilliant one. But he did warn me the line learning is hard, and he is not wrong.
Because it's just such a
never
peculiar
ending.
language.
It doesn't help if Bradley Walsh has got a cream egg stuck in his...
No, you know,
mouth.
the support of the method actor Bradley Walsh, had method acting being a 14-year-old boy all day, every day.
So you'd be
tripping
doing
up.
your close-up. So explain what you said to us.
He will be.
Well, it's his fault for doing it,
furious.
quite frankly.
So sometimes he likes to try and make you laugh. If he's not on camera, he can be behaving appallingly. You know, there's a lot of childish noises, bathroom fart noises going on. I don't know if I can say that this early. This picture is an actual official photo shoot we're supposed to be doing, and he said something ridiculous. And the thing that annoys me and Mandip so much is Tosin still managed to look really cool. We've lost it. We're laughing our heads off, and Tosin's still looking really, really like he's doing a campaign.
Very good. The fan base is huge.
Yeah,
that
it's
comes
everywhere.
with Doctor Who. It really is. Can that be a little bit overwhelming going into it?
Yeah, I mean, the wonderful thing is it's required us to do no work to have a fan base all over the world. But then in that, I think there will be very few places you could potentially go on holiday or have a cheeky glass of wine somewhere in a bar. There aren't going to be that many places where someone isn't familiar with the show. But then to put all this hard work into a job and it not get seen would be devastating. So if having fans everywhere, you know, that's got to be celebrated.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't the cheeky glass of wine get you into trouble with the fun police a little while ago?
I think so, yeah. I think I may have said, quite honestly, and I didn't do that thing where you normally do, which is lie and, like, say it down. I said, I have about half a bottle of wine a night, which I think is pretty reasonable. It's 2 glasses, and I really love it. But apparently that's excessive. It might be. But I think you haven't met that many actors. I think mine's pretty tame.
And the fun police were on it like nobody's business. Listen, you've earned it. It's
Yes, I have.
Looking at those clips, it looks like, once again, as is always with the transition of Doctors, it looks like it's been utterly and completely revitalised and transformed and reinvented. It looks really exciting.
It's really exciting, but it honours what's gone before, because why have all that rich history if you're not going to embrace it and use it and let it take you in a new direction?
Well, I cannot wait to see it. Thanks for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
It's lovely
Thank you,
to
Jo.
see you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.